Hello, attractions industry professionals, and welcome to our very first Keynote online event. This time, we wanted to do things slightly differently and share everything with you in a more direct way, answering your doubts and giving you some tips on how to choose the best titles for your attractions. If you're watching this, it means that you want to know how to create a really magical experience for your guests. There are many elements that make these kinds of experiences valuable for our audience. But one thing is for sure, a digital experience is really effective when it's capable of establishing a real connection with your audience. And how can you make this process easier? Market studies show that there are examples of attendance growth of 30 to 70% in venues with IP-based attractions. Just showing IPs in the advertising posters increases cut-through, with up to 80% increases compared to 25 to 30% for generic posters. And it is not just about the money. It has been demonstrated to be a smart strategy, as the emotional connection that a visitor has with an IP experience can be far greater than for other attraction experiences. In fact, you know very well that people who decide to try your digital attractions don't just want to watch a movie and that's it. If that were the goal, they would simply go to the traditional cinema, right? And that's why we're here, to give you something out of the ordinary. Today, I'm with Sarah Menegazzi, our creative director, and Paolo Orabona, our principal VFX artist, to present to you the world premiere of our newest CGI movie for licensing, Alice in Wonderland Space Match. But first, let me tell you a few words about us. RedRyan is the CGI studio for media-based attractions. This simply means that we have spent every single day since the launch of our brand in 2015 finding the best solutions to create CGI content specifically designed to resonate with your audiences and to work with your attractions, balancing technology and storytelling. Today, our production process is certified by the IQNet network, and we recently won the Brass Ring Award for our work with Loveland Living Planet Aquarium. And that's not all. As CGI content producers, unlike distributors, we license the films we create directly to you, which means you won't have to deal with the middleman, and we will give you quick and direct technical support, because we know that time is essential. Also, to enhance the connection between your audience and the movies you offer them, in the last few years we have decided to create new original titles every year, using renowned IPs and reinterpreting them in memorable, original ways, also collaborating with world-class screenwriters and designers. The newest member of our team is our story development director, Raion, who you may know as the Emmy-nominated screenwriter of several Pixar Animation Studios films, such as the Oscar-winning Ratatouille, Up, Brave, and Inside Out. Now you might be wondering why this movie stands out among the many options available in the market. First of all, this is the first ever movie for licensing based on the Alice in Wonderland IP. We're talking about a 158-year-old IP that has influenced entire generations with its cultural impact. Movies, comic books, novels, songs, TV shows, you name it. It's hard to find a media with no adaptations of this IP. Of course, that can be tricky, because when you take such a famous IP and make yet another adaptation, it's hard to combine its popularity with the danger of getting boring. That's why our creative department worked so hard to bring a fresh take on Ellie's journey, crafting a family-oriented adventure that takes Alice to the depth of space. With 4 distinct formats, 5D, VR, DOM, and Fly, we offer you a versatile, engaging experience for your audiences of every age with different camera movements for each format. Alice in Wonderland Space Match is an evergreen movie that you can use all year round, a story-driven experience that can be localized in the language you need. And as it lasts around 5 minutes, which is the perfect length for this kind of movie, you can arrange up to 10-12 shifts an hour. But don't take my word for it. Let's dive into the details with our creative director, Sara Menegazzi. So Sarah, what was the creative process behind Alice in Wonderland Space Match?
Thank you, Valeria, and hello everyone. Drawing inspiration from the surreal nature of the original work, I began by preparing a style guide for Raion. This is our second collaboration we have for a movie of this kind, and you can really perceive her added value. She enriches every production, not only with her creativity, but also her spontaneity and eagerness to explore. It perfectly aligns with our commitment to continuous innovation in the field of media-based attractions. So, we started defining the artifacts we wanted to include, then the keywords, tone, setting, plus we took inspiration not only from the original story. We also used images ranging from surrealistic paintings and ashes art to Hubble telescope photos. And that's how we created a cosmic adventure with our version of Alice in a spacesuit.
I'm glad you mentioned Raion's work because we have a little surprise for our guests today. Raion is here too, live from our studio. Hi Raion, thank you for joining us today.
Hello everyone, I am very happy to be here.
So tell us, Raion, your track record is impressive, of course, both as a screenwriter and a showrunner. But you're pretty new to this world of CGI content specifically created for media-based attractions. So how do you apply your previous experience to this kind of content, and how do you make sure the final outcome is target-oriented?
Well, for me, storytelling is always about character, who they are, what they want, and why they want it. And this is how I connect to what I'm writing, whether it's for TV or movies or attractions like we make here at RedRyan. And when we develop these projects, I'm focusing not just on the character and their journey in the film, but also the audience as a character and their journey as they experience the film as well. Unlike TV and film, the length of time we have to tell a story is so much shorter, and this means we have less time to connect with the audience. And in order for them to connect to the characters like we hope they do, we need to connect to them. We need to know who they are and what do they want and why do they want it. The audience experience doesn't start when the attraction begins. It is baked into the creation of it from the very beginning. When we start on a new project, one of the fundamental questions is, where is the best place for this character and the audience to experience the story? So I'm always trying to find ways to make bigger worlds we've never seen before. And I'm inspired by research and the art and of course the entire team here at RedRyan. And then there's the interactive VFX part. I don't get to do this on TV. And once I get the hang of it, it's something I have the most fun with because I have to find strategic ways to use the VFX to enhance the story and the storytelling and the experience. It's like this bonus tool I have to create an immersive, interactive story experience. So finding just the right moment for like a leg tickler or flying like we see in Alice in Wonderland Space Match. And so for this story, I wanted to take something that most of us are familiar with, the story of Alice in Wonderland, and find a new, playful way to tell the story without losing the feeling of the original tale. The art in this project is so beautiful and the character design is so charming, and the emotional journey of it is really special. Writing for a family audience is one of the most challenging and rewarding, and Alice in Wonderland Space Match is a really special film that matters to me because I was inspired by my daughter while I was writing it. And I know this is going to matter to everyone who gets to experience it. And of course, there are flying effects in it, which is the best feeling in the world.
Your commitment to the creation of a target-oriented experience is clear. Having watched the movie, I can confirm it's also very fruitful, and I can't wait for our audience today to watch it too. Thank you, Raion, and see you soon.
Thank you too, Valeria, and see you soon, and enjoy the rest of the event.
So, Sarah, back to us. Why should attractions industry professionals choose Alice in Wonderland Space Match over other options?
That's a good question. The fact is that this movie really resonates with visitors because while on the surface it's a space adventure, at its core it's a story of a girl trying to find her place in the world. Lily, Alice, our protagonist, finds herself in this race without knowing the rules, trying to figure it out. It's relatable, feeling lost in the midst of something and trying to make sense of it all.
What is this for?
The croquet game.
What are the rules?
To win the game, and you are losing.
Crafting a significant narrative arc for our protagonist in just 5 minutes was challenging. It required incredible synergy between Raion and us, writing just the right phrases to convey the context while letting the visuals tell the rest. This not only makes the story fun, but also memorable, leading to a higher return of guests.
And tell me something I've been curious about from the beginning. Is the protagonist actually called Alice?
I'm glad you asked. The answer is yes and also no. Our little girl's name is Lily. This is a reference to the novel, and it's the name of the White Queen's daughter. When Lily gets to this space wonderland, everybody calls her Alice until she takes back her name and identity, getting to be called Lily as she desires.
You're late, Alice.
I'm Lily, not Alice.
Well, Lily, not Alice. You're late.
Her path towards owning her identity and not allowing other people to define her is one of the movie's main themes. It's crucial for us that our protagonist, through her choices and action, experiences empowerment during the journey. We aim to create a heroine for young girls to be inspired by. Be yourself, embrace your weirdness, and the world around you will dance with you. And guess what? We made it seamless for attractions of all scales to integrate this visually stunning adventure. The visuals are vibrant, the storytelling is captivating, and it's adaptable to various themes and environments, making it perfect for attractions of all sizes. Our characters are iconic, with a lovable and readable design, fitting into what I call the theme park vibe. Each world in this space race has a unique aesthetic, making it versatile for sci-fi, fantasy, and cartoon theme parks. But visuals alone aren't enough. Let's talk about the visual effects magic behind the scenes with Paolo.
Hi everyone! Well, considering how important storytelling is in these kinds of experiences, we didn't consider visual effects as a final addition. They went hand in hand with the story, and we carefully planned them to emphasize the key points in the storytelling. Our goal was clear from the beginning. We wanted to create visuals more spectacular than ever before, aiming for a wow factor. Our challenge has been to make vast environments feel alive, avoiding the strange deserted feel that can happen when environments look flat. We aim to avoid the pitfalls of deserted or metaphysical world, so we designed visual effects to enhance the dynamic nature of the experience. From water blast to smoke and aromas, engaging and stimulating effects for both young and adult audiences aim to heighten the sense of immersion, providing fantastic and engaging experiences with realistic feedback. We wanted to craft complex effects that seamlessly blended a cartoony feel with realism. Visual effects were our main tool to breathe life into the fantastical elements of the movie. Portals transporting Alice, Earth transformation in space, colored trails highlighting the fantastic component, Lily's interaction with the surroundings, all building up to the climax in the last world. As she returns to the real world, she is still surrounded by some sparks, blurring the line between dream and reality. Your guest will be left with a doubt of whether it was a dream or real adventure. To drive the storytelling, we created a specific color mood, and we also followed this line to craft the VFX and lighting. Everything is driven by the story.
Exactly. And our commitment to pushing the boundaries of creativity in CGI movies for the attractions industry doesn't end there. We are dedicated to enhancing the quality of our stories, aesthetic and ideas. By continually experimenting and embracing cutting-edge experiences, we aim to bring you films that leave a lasting impression.
From the VFX perspective, we'll keep innovating to create visually stunning and immersive effects. Our goal is to make every movie an unforgettable experience, bridging the gap between fantasy and reality.
Huh? I must have fallen asleep.
Thank you so much, Sarah and Paolo, for joining us today. Now, let's talk business. How does licensing this movie translate into a lucrative opportunity for you, attractions industry professionals? For theme parks, it's a novelty that attracts families, providing a recognizable IP for year-round use. With the flexibility of multiple languages in voiceovers and the appeal of a fresh adventure, Alice in Wonderland Space Match becomes a valuable addition to any park's offering. For pay-per-ticket attractions instead, the recognized IP and family appeal make it an attractive option, allowing for higher ticket prices compared to lesser-known films. Its family-friendly nature, story-driven content, and adaptability for year-round use provide a steady stream of visitors. With a duration of around 5 minutes, multiple language options in voiceovers, and the potential for multiple showings per day, the financial prospects are promising. But let's not forget the end user, your guest. The CGI movie brings an immersive, exciting, and visually stunning journey that leaves a lasting impact. Now, before closing the event, it's time to give you what you came here for. We have the honor to show you for the very first time the trailer of Alice in Wonderland Space Match. After that, stay tuned because I have something very, very special to tell you.
You're late, Alice.
I must have fallen asleep.
Quack! It's your turn.
Whoa! That seems fun, but also weird.
Our new keynote is officially over, attractions industry professionals. We're sure it has shed light on our creative process and the challenges we overcame to bring you an extraordinary, thrilling CGI title for your digital attractions. Alice in Wonderland Space Match is available for licensing in 5D, VR, DOM, and Fly formats. To watch it in full length, just click on the link you'll find in the video description. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Paolo. And we look forward to partnering with you to bring this extraordinary journey to your audiences. Let's redefine the future of attractions together.